In this video, I'm going to show you how we can initialize arrays. And for that, we have to understand what initialization means. For that, I have a definition of a variable of int type, and the name of this variable is score. And the starting value of this variable is 20. So in the memory, there will be created a memory location, memory block, and the name of this memory block will be score, and the value, starting value, initial value will be 20. The same way, C++ allows you to set initial values while we are defining an array. So we have an array of int type, and this is the name of our array, and we can store 6 different elements, and this is called initialization list, and these are the starting values of each element, and these values are stored in the array elements in the order they appear in the list. So let me write the subscript of these elements. So it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the value of the first element is going to be 12. So 12 will be assigned to the first element of an array. So the scores sub 0 will be 12. And 45 will be stored in scores sub 1. 45 will be stored here. So scores sub 1's value is 45. And 78 is the value stored in scores sub 2. 78. So scores sub 2 equals 78. And so on and so forth. So 23 here, 56 here, and 89 is the value of the last element in an array. So let's practice what we have learned so far. We are going to write a program that displays number of days of each month. For that, I'm going to define an array. Int days, and as a size declarator, I want to use a named constant. So const int, and let's say month, and we have 12 months. And instead of typing 12, I'm going to use named constant that I have created. So month, an equal sign, and I'm going to write my initialization list. And now I'm going to set initial values for each of these 12 elements. So 31 for January, 28 for February, 31, 30, 31, 30, 31, and one more 31, 30, 31, 30, and 31. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is an initialization list of days array. And now I want to print out the values of elements. And for that, I'm going to use cout. std cout, so days, std, and line. So let's remember, if we treat arrays as regular variables, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. What is this? This is the memory location of this array, days array, and it doesn't work. And to print out each and every element, the value of each and every element, we have to use this brackets. For example, if I want to print out the first element of this array, I have to print days sub 0. Let's print. Let's run the program. And as you can see, 31. 31 is the value of the first element. Now I am going to copy and paste, and in days sub 0 change into days 1. So it's going to print out 31 and on next line 28 because the value of days sub 1 is 28. Let's run the program. As you can see, 31 and 28. So did you notice these values are stored in the array elements in the order they appear in the list? So the first is 31, the second is 28, and so on and so forth. So if I want to print out the values of all these 12 elements, then I have to type the statements like this 12 times. So we have to come up with something different, which is less boring and more efficient. And for that, we are going to use the for loops. Why for loop? Because by using the for loop, we are going to step through an entire array. So for int equals int x is equal to 0 if x is less than 12, x plus plus. Then now we are going to use cout, std cout, and days, and in brackets I'm going to type in x, and std and line. And let's give information for the user. So std cout a list of number of days in months. So let's run the program. So as you can see, the first one is 31. It's because of the line 13. We are printing out the value of days sub 0. And 28 is the value of this days sub 1. And the next we have a message, a list of number of days in months. And here are the values of each element in days array. And one more thing that I want to mention here is that C++ allows you to spread the initialization list across multiple lines. Why? Because it makes visually easier to understand. For example, like this.